نعم، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. هندسة بعد إذنك الأجهزة الهايلايتد بالأصفر دي هل ما وصلش شهاداتهم ولا حضرتك محتاج في داتا محتاجة تتعدل في الشهادة، يعني في أي حاجة ريليتد للإيكومنت داتا بتاعتها؟ بالله عليك يعني وضح لي إيه المطلوب في الأجهزة دي. أوكي، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. اوكي، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Shall we complete إن شاء الله؟ بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. If my voice is clear for you, please write to me one. وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. ازيك يا مهندس مصر؟ أهلا وسهلا. مهندس محمد جيمي how are you? Okay, let's complete. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. نحافظ على الوقت بتاعنا عشان ما ناخدش وقت كتير في انتظار الزملاء اللي يتأخر ممكن يشوف الفيديو مسجل. If anyone be late will be late can be watch a recorded video. Okay. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Okay. How can we control ergonomics? The ergonomic control methods, example for engineering controls. Workstation design and setup. You can make a design and setup for workstation suitable for the workers in order to avoid the ergonomics disorders. Okay, and ergonomically designed tools, ergonomically designed equipment, load weight reduction. As can you for the engineering controls, you can implement a physical change to the workplace, which elements will reduce the hazards on the job or the tasks. Use a device to lift, for example, use a device to lift a heavy objects to limit force exertion. Okay, this is the workstation design or setup. Reduce a weight of the loading to limit force exertion. Okay, you can reposition a work table to eliminate a long or excessive reach to enable working in a natural butchers, using a conveyor of, you can use a conveyors in a main line, so the tasks are less repetitive. You can install diverters, okay, on the conveyors to direct materials towards the workers to eliminate excessive leaning or reaching. You can redesign tools or equipment to enable natural butchers, okay. This is the engineering controls. So engineering controls, it is a one of the hierarchy of the hazard controls. Do you remember? Can you remember with me what is the arrangement of the engineering controls? It is the top of the hierarchy. It is in the end of the hierarchy. It is the middle of the hierarchy. It is number. This is we have a 5 hierarchy of the control of hazards. Engineering controls number. You can remember the number of the engineering controls. In the middle, very good, Mr. Misfer. Very good. It is in the middle. Engineering control in the middle of hierarchy of control. It is number 3. Elimination, substitution, engineering controls, administratives, and administrative controls, and BBE. Please don't forget. Sorry, don't forget this hierarchy of controls. Please don't forget this hierarchy of controls. Okay. Let's complete and ergonomics example for proper work practices. Proper work practices. For proper work practices, okay, you can use a proper lifting techniques. It is issued by NIOSH. Is a technique for how lifting a heavy device or heavy tools or heavy objects. Okay, you can use a team lifting heavy, bulky, or awkward loads. Okay, this is the administrative work. It is administrative work practice controls. So the proper work practice, it is which is for what is in the hierarchy. It is the administrative practice. It is number 4. So it is required. You can establish efficient processes or procedures for control the ergonomic control. Okay, require that the heavy loads are only lifted by 2 people to limit the force exertion. So it is a team lift heavy. A team lift heavy. Okay, this is administrative. You can issue that no one can lift alone. So it can be by 2 persons or 3 persons. Okay, you can establish a system so workers are rotated away from tasks to minimize the duration of continual exertion. Okay, you can make a rotation in the tasks. Okay, you can here establish a system so workers are rotated away from the tasks to minimize the duration of continual exertion, repetitive motions, and awkward postures. Design a job rotation system in which employees rotate between jobs that use different muscle groups. No one working in this place more than 1 week, maybe more than 1 week per month, or maybe you can give an instruction. No one work in this place more than 2 hours per day. Okay, all of this. What types of this control? What type of this control? What types of this control? It is administrative control. Okay. Okay. This work rotation, task variety, increase the rest breaks. You can also increase rest breaks between very stress working. Okay. If you need to know in details what is the proper lifting techniques, I can send you the NIOSH publication for this proper work techniques. proper lifting techniques, I can send you by WhatsApp. If you ask for this, I will send you. Okay. Okay. So ergonomic control method, another method which is examples for BBE. How can you use the BBEs for ergonomic control? You can use gripping gloves, knee pads, vibration gloves, thermal gloves, lifting straps, shoulder harness, lifting braces. All of these are examples of BBEs. It can reduce the ergonomics impact or the disorders, musculoskeletal disorders. Now we will take some examples for ergonomic control methods. These examples, I think it will be helpful to know how can you how can you control these hazards. We will take the hazards, the physical ergonomic hazard and solution, and how can we solve it. Okay. So firstly, if you are working for reaching above head and shoulders, it is a hazard. As like this, you work as electricians, all of work of electricians reaching above head and shoulders. It is a hazard. Workers with the hands above head for more than what's this? In one waiting, please. Mr. Chu, we are in lecture now. Okay. Okay. So shall we complete? So if you work for reaching above head or shoulders, it is a hazard. Working with the hands above your head for more than 2 hours per day, it is a very hard for the worker. It is a hazard ergonomic. So the working with elbow above shoulder for more than 2 hours per day. All of this like this in this picture. If you can see, like this if you can work like this, all of this musculoskeletal disorders, all of this. Okay. Okay. What is the solutions? What is the solution? Okay. Firstly, you keep items within close reach. You can keep items within close reach. You can keep like this. You can keep like this. You can make elevate work area. You can elevate your work area. Like you can use helpful like this. All of these the solutions. All of these solutions. Okay. Okay. What about the electrician? What about the electricians? You can the electrician can make administrative for them. Okay. Administrative control. Now we ask for the physical hazards. How can we solve them? Okay. Reaching above head and shoulders, keep items within close reach or elevate work area, like as shown in pictures. Okay. You can remove scales. You can utilize equipment to raise and lower items. You can raise or lower items. You can use like this. You can utilize equipment to raise or lower items, or move items closer to workers. Or can use the utilize to move the items closer to the workers, like this. Okay, so these are the ergonomic. How can you solve? How can you control reaching above head and shoulders? Okay, here another. If you see with me, if you see with me this awkward body posture, this hazard, like this woman is working for with a microscope, or I think is in laboratory. Okay, as you see here, it is the angle of the body. Okay, as you see here, working with the neck or back bent forward more than 30 degrees for more than 2 hours per day, it is a hazard. I think most of us working in the office, and it is more than 30 degree. I saw it is our colleague in GH. Okay, one of our, I can't give you his name, but it is in GH Riyadh. Is working in laptop or computer, not for 30 degree, for 60 degree. I think anyone in Riyadh know him. Okay, he was working for computer in 60 degree like this. Okay, his face toward he come down. والله بتكلم عليك. والله قدرا جه. فعليا واحد من زملائنا بيقعد قدام جهاز الكمبيوتر، درجه الميل بتاعته مش 30 درجه، 60 درجه قدام الكمبيوتر. مين بقى اللي بعد في الشات؟ عبد المعبود عرف يا مهندس اسلام. That's right. Okay. So here your head weight is 10 to 12 pounds. So it can be quite strained to the work with your neck bent. Okay, neck posture, okay, is only covered by the rule of the worker is not able to vary his or her posture, okay, or position. Working with the neck bent like this is pretty common in inspection job, such as in any inspection jobs. Okay, it is common only in jobs like welding, microscope work, if you are working dental hygienist. Okay, and your upper body is 60% of your total body weight. Your upper body, our body is 60% of our total body weight. So likely neck holding up your head. It is also strain in your back to hold it in bent over position for more than 2 hours per day, such as the landscaper who work near ground level. Okay. So all of these postures which make a very pain for the human body. Okay, and like this, the squatting for more than 2 hours per day. اللي هي جلسة القرفصاء باللغة العربية. Kneeling for more than 2 hours per day. Okay. How can you work with this? What is the solution? Raise and or dilate the work for better access. Okay, using this tool as tool for ground level work, you can use like this. You can use like this. Okay. And what about the awkward body posture solution? You can use tools for longer handles. Alternate between bending, kneeling, sitting, and squatting. All of this you can alternate by between these positions or postures. Okay, another hazards like awkward grips. Okay, this is grabbing 10 or more pounds or force for more than 2 hours per day. For more than 2 hours per day. This grabbing, this is, I think this is like this, grabbing, okay? This is the hazard, this action, okay? Pinching 2 or more pounds of weight or 4 more, or 4 or more pounds of force for 2 or more hours per day. Okay, what is the solution? You can design work layout to reduce hand carrying, reduce amount of items carried at one time, use non-bench grip postures. You can use ergonomically designed tools or aid like this. Okay, you can use task, you can make or use job or task rotation. All of these examples, what is the position and what is the solution, what is the hazard and what is the solution, or what is the control. Here the hazard is repetitive motions, repeating same motion or more than 2 hours, per day with hand, wrists, elbows, shoulders, or neck. You can make or repeating same motion for more than 2 hours per day. More than 2 hours per day. Okay. Here the hazard intensive keying for more than 4 hours per day. You know what is typewriter or data entry? You know, I think all of us see the data entry, or our company have many data entries. Okay, not only data entries. Any one of us working for computer will have and make a data entries. But here we make for intense keying for more than 4 hours per day. Okay, what is the classification of this intense keying? It is classified as a repetitive motions. It is a repetitive motion for fingers. That's right. Okay. Here, what is the solution for this? Arrange work to avoid unnecessary motions. Number one, arrange work to avoid unnecessary motions. Let power tools or machinery do the work. If you can do by scan, some advanced scan now can make a scan and convert it to Word. Okay, spread repetitive work out during the day. You can take stretch processes. You can rotate tasks with co-workers if possible. You can not only one do the same job. You can change hands or motions frequently. All of these the repetitive motions solutions or control for ergonomic control methods. Okay. Localized pressure on body part. Here, if you can use this localization for the pressure on this body part, this hazard, pressing the body or the part of the body against hard or sharp edges, standing or kneeling for prolonged periods on hard surfaces, using tools with hard handle surfaces or short handles. Okay, like this motions, like this motions. Okay, using hands or knees as a hammer for more than 10 times in 1 hour or more than 2 hours, 2 times per day, long term. Okay, what is the solution? You can localize pressure on body part solution. You can use tools with longer handles. You can use tools with padded grips. Alternate between bending, kneeling, sitting, and squatting, using sit or stand tools or tables. All of this you can make the solution for the localized pressure on body part. Okay, localized pressure body part. You can use bad table edges like this, or use tables or desktop with rounded edges. Okay, you can use wrists anti-fatigue mats. It is a new one. Knee pads or shoe inserts or other items that reduce the stress on the body part. All of this you can use. The techniques in putting your hand in the table. Okay. Lifting objects. When you lift, how can you lift objects? The hazards here, the lifting more than 75 lbs once per day, or 55 lbs 10 times per day, or 10 lbs more than twice per minute, or for more than 2 hours per day. All of these numbers, it is considered or regulated or approved by it is regulated by NIOSH and approved by OSHA. 25 lbs above shoulders, below knees, or at the arm's length more than 25 times per day. all of this the hazard for lifting hazard objects. You can lifting objects also heavy or frequent and awkward lifting. As you see, okay. What is the solution? Number one, you can managing for safer lifting. What is the management for safer lifting? You can plan lifts, minimize lifting distance. You can minimize lifting distance, position of materials to power zone levels. You can avoid manually lifting or lowering loads to or from the floor. Identify or reduce unstable or heavy loads. You reduce frequency of lifting and duration of lifting tasks. You can provide clear access. Okay, it is the managing of safer lifting. Number two is employ guidelines for safer lifting. Employ guidelines of safer lifting. Stretch before lifting. Check for tags on loads. You can test loads for stability and weight. You can plan for lifting. Use proper lifting techniques. Grab to hands, smooth, even motions, load close to body, legs to push up and lift load. Avoid twisting. Alternate with less physically demanding tasks. Rest breaks. All of these are how can you solve the lifting ergonomic control methods, and you can get assistance when necessary. Okay, this is the lifting solution. You can use a proper lifting techniques as you see here in pictures. Caution, these techniques may be effective only if loads are small, lightweight, and can be easily fit between knees. Okay, keep load close to your body. And lift by pushing up with your legs. This is the proper lifting techniques pictures. As also you can use a proper lifting techniques like as you see here, lean the sack into your kneeling leg. How can you take this proper lifting techniques? Slide and sack up on your kneeling leg. Slide and snap into your other leg while keeping the sack close to your body. As you see here, as you are stand up, keep the sack close to your body. Okay, this is one of the proper lifting techniques. Okay, clear with me until now, or anyone have any questions before completing? Please, before completing, if it is clear, write to me one. If anyone have any questions, please write to me. Any questions for you? Thank you. Let's complete. Okay, vibration hazards. Okay, vibration, that is means using hand tools with high vibration level for more than 30 minutes. For more than 30 minutes. So the vibration is using hand tools with a high vibration level for more than 30 minutes per day. Using hand tools with a moderate vibration levels for more than 2 hours per day. Okay, so the vibration in the moderate situation, it is for you use vibrating tools for more than 2 hours per day. In high situation, it is vibration. It is more than 30 minutes per day. It is a hazard. Okay, whole body vibration occurs while standing or seated in vibrating environments. Okay, such as trucks or heavy machinery. It is all of your body is vibrated. Okay, if you see here in trucks, this driver, okay, in a vibration situation here, whole body of them of him is vibrated. Okay, whole body vibration are in a seated position has been found to increase reported low back pain. It is low back pain. So for it is one of the ergonomic disorders. Okay, operations such as a tractor driving or forklift operating or tractor such as tractor driving, forklift operating, and driving earth moving machines have been found to result and increase back pain. It's okay. So this is one of the situation for a vibration. Okay. How can we solve this hazards, or how can we control this hazard? Firstly, we can use a low vibration tools and devices that may reduce vibration, like tool balancers or extension handles, vibrating isolators, which for not for all body, it is for part of the body, damping techniques. Okay. Educate rest periods. You can give educate rest periods. Rotate jobs. It is not only one driver. A very good maintenance, and can use a BBE. Okay, this is the soul of vibration. Okay, this is the so. What about the environmental ergonomic hazards? All of this in the workplace hazards. These are all of these is the workplace. Are workplace hazards. What about the environmental hazards? Okay, that's right. That's right. Mr. Nasser, office pressure. The meaning of office pressure. Okay, it's complete. What about the effect of the environmental ergonomic hazard? Number one, it is amplify or increase the risk for the musculoskeletal disorders. What is the example? If we add for this all of these hazards, you can, if the hot weather is found, it will be increase the risks. So the environmental ergonomic hazards increase or amplify the risk for musculoskeletal disorders like hot weathers, cold weather affect workers coordinating with dexterity, high temperature in order like extreme rooms. Okay, cold temperature indoor like walk in freezers or cold process rooms, low visibility. All of these are increasing the risks. Okay, what is the general duty? What is the general duty for employer? For the employer, okay, employer shall furnish to each of his employees employment and place of the employment which are free from recognized hazards that causing or are likely to cause death or serious physical harm to his employees. Number two, shall comply with occupational health and safety standards promulgated under this act. Each employee shall comply with occupational health and safety standards and all rules, regulations, and orders issued to this act, which is applicable to his own actions and conducts. Okay, what is the report sign or symptoms? Okay, pain is so pain is persistent or severe. Please. Wait. Okay. طيب. So each employee shall make number one shall comply with occupational health and safety standards. Okay. Number two is report a sign or symptoms is the pain is persistence. The employee here should make a report to his manager if he has a pain is persistence or pain is radiates. Symptoms include numbness or tingling. Symptoms keep you from sleeping at night. If you are as employee, okay, cannot you have a symptoms and cannot sleeping at night, so it is a very severe. You should report to your manager. Okay, your fingers are blanch or tingling white. So all of this is are the all of these are the tasks for employee or duty or for employees. Okay. Employee or employer requirements. So getting involved to look at job which come up with solutions, work with solutions. All of this for employee. All of this for employee. Take part in training. Take responsibility to changing the way you do the job. Help to make sure the effort are successfully. Okay. All of these are the duties for employee. The employers have two duties. Number one, which is furnished to each employee's place of employment free from recognized hazards. Number two, comply with occupational health and safety standards. Employee number one, comply with occupational health and safety standards, rules, regulations, and orders. Number two, reports signs or symptoms. Number three, look at job. Number four, come up with solution. Number five is work with solutions. Number six, take part in training. Number seven, take responsibility for changing a way to do your job. Number eight, help to make sure efforts are successful. So by the end of this lecture, you should remember with me the ergonomics can help you in your job. Okay, you can this muscle musculoskeletal division disorders can happen in job with risk factors. Risk factors can be reduced and work musculoskeletal disorders prevented. Reporting signs and symptoms early is important. You can help your company. You put your ergonomics change into place. This is a summarization of our lecture. Thanks for your time for this lecture. We have only a very short video before we end this lecture in order to transfer to another section, another lecture. Okay, so we will go to our video.
Joints and ligaments and have you feeling great. If posture is good, forces are evil. Why? Because they...
I'm very sorry for the voice of sound of the computer. Okay, I will. I'm very sorry. I will review again. It is only 3 minutes. Only 3 minutes.
hear ergonomics, they often think of this. But in truth, ergonomics is simply fitting the workplace to the worker, rather than the other way around. And that includes lots of workplaces: construction, manufacturing, transportation, healthcare. You get the idea. So today, we're going to cover some ergonomic basics that apply to virtually any workplace. These include proper posture, managing forces, and excessive repetitive motion. Ready? Let's start with posture. Sitting, standing, walking, it really doesn't matter. Proper bone and joint alignment is key. So straighten up that back, keeping ears, shoulders, and hips in a straight line. Good. Now squat by hinging at the hip. Keep everything aligned. Now sit. Perfect. Maintaining that posture through your day and work, any work, will reduce fatigue, eliminate strains, decrease stress on joints and ligaments, and have you feeling great. If posture is good, forces are evil. Why? Because they assault your posture constantly. There are lift and carry forces, grip forces, push and pull forces, and just plain old gravity. Hey, let's help you out with this. To avoid injury, don't lift, pull, or push too much. Let your posture guide you. And if need be, get help or use a hand truck or other tool. Also, move that body. If you stand up a lot for work, sit. If you've been sitting, stand up. Every change is an opportunity to realign and think about your posture. Our last Ergo 101 topic is repetitive motion. Doing the same task over and over and over and over and over and over. Well, you get the point. Repetitive motions from jobs like these can cause carpal tunnel syndrome, joint problems, poor circulation, and more. Fortunately, these injuries are easy to avoid. First, by arranging your work area to fit you and support good posture, and second, by stretching. Stretches like this, or this, or this, well, maybe not that. Every 30 to 60 minutes can make a world of difference and prevent injury. Show off. Let's recap. Ergonomics is all about fitting your work environment to you. So set up your station to support good posture. Be mindful of posture, reduce forces, and take breaks to stretch and realign yourself. Do all that, and you'll be on your way to being more efficient, more productive, and healthier. For tip sheets on setting up workstations and the ergonomics quiz, click the link on your screen.
Thank you for this lecture. Okay, inshallah, we will take only 15 minutes for break. We will go to the next lecture or the last lecture today, inshallah, for cranes and slings. Thanks. If you need any questions, please write to me. If it is clear, write to me one, please. Okay, we will return inshallah 1:15. 1:30. Sorry, 1:30. We will return 1:30. Okay, thank you.